In this life, there are so many different sides of oneself to work on, to develop, either mindfully or more casually, unconsciously. You know, most of us want to be strong. We like to be smart, like to be knowledgeable, because smart and knowledgeable, of course, are not quite the same thing. We like to be kind, which to me is it's a really important thing to focus on, being kind. However, having said all that, if someone were to say, hey Jay, you're a smart enough guy, would you be willing to trade in some of your, let's say some of your knowledge, maybe not some of my smarts, I really need that, Lord knows, because, just to get through the day, but would you be willing to trade in a bit of your knowledge, things you know, for a bit more compassion? And I'd say, oh yeah, yes please, two servings. I have, I think, a fair bit of compassion, both for other people and for myself, because they're directly connected. They're not quite the same, but they're directly connected. Our first relationship is typically to ourselves. Though some people, their relationship to themselves is so fraught with complications and pain and denial and things that their first relationship is actually to others. And they're always looking to others how they should be rather than around and this kind of thing. Having said all that, compassion, man, because just getting through this day, one of the things I have definitely, my attitude has shifted around is making so-called mistakes. And I call them so-called mistakes because there's lots of ways. What a mistake is, we can all agree on, is something we didn't plan for. We do something. We have this goal in mind, and if we later on call it a mistake, or Lord help you, a failure, then typically it's because something happened you didn't plan for, something happened you didn't hope for, and maybe you left feeling disappointed, or maybe it reflected in your perspective a lack in yourself, a mistake you made. And we make them all the time. And I'll tell you right now that compassion is just a theory. Mammals, like us, carry around in our heads, and we see in self-help stores on posters phrases about compassion and, don't judge a man or a woman until you walked a mile in their shoes, and all these ideas. But real compassion, of course, is something you feel. It's not just some sort of dead concept. And it's the rare human who can really have true compassion for themselves and others until you make a bunch of mistakes. And I don't mean a few as a teenager or some in your 20s. I mean a lifetime of mistakes. And so I find as I get a bit older, I am so grateful for my mistakes, my so-called, like we'll call them mistakes for now. And in fact, I really feel for people who walk around and are mistake averse. That when they make a mistake, when they take a left instead of a right, when they read a map wrong, when they say the perfectly wrong thing in a situation, put their foot in their mouth, that they immediately feel defensive, it challenges their self-perception, all these kinds of things. That's not who I am. I have no issue, it seems, anymore around screwing up. None. I know I'm trying my best. I make these mistakes. And yeah, I'm almost shocked sometimes when I'll make a mistake. And of course I apologize, I do what I can and try to learn from it. But I make a ton of mistakes, I swear, and it's nothing to me anymore. And I find it very liberating. It also, I find, it gives me so much more patience, compassion for myself rather than beating myself, and for other people. Because I deal with mammals every single day, just like you. And they can drive you nuts, right? They can be so self-centered, just like me. And they can make so many mistakes, just like me. And I find that, compassion is just such an important ingredient for me to get through the day, because it allows me to not be in reaction, to not be in judgment. Really frees me up, compassion. I'm so grateful for the compassion I have. I want to continue to get more and more of it if I can. I hope. And I hope compassion is something that you're interested in gaining more of. I can't tell exactly how to get there, except, I guess, continue to live your life, own your mistakes, however you call them, own your surprises, your unpleasant surprises, own them, and try to learn from them, and don't just accept the limits of who you are, but celebrate them, celebrate your limits. They're a complicated gift, but they're right there, okay? Oh, the cops are coming. I should get out of here before they spot me, There's a whole, my face is up in a lot of stores these days. Bye.